Ian Gow, welcome to the University of Huddersfield.
Thank you.
Have you enjoyed your day today? You received an honorary award from the university.
It was a wonderful day. I really do admire what Huddersfield's done over the last decade. It couldn't have been nicer. It's so nice to be given an award by other academics, and especially what is probably the most improved university in Britain, multi-award winning university.
Ian, you spent many years in China. Do you feel that the British degree still has value in China?
I don't think there's any question about it. The undergraduate and postgraduate degrees are still highly valued by parents who actually make the choice originally. And in many respects, as China becomes international, they become more and more valuable. So if you look at the quality of the SBC students who are offering degrees from the consortium, of which the pioneer was Huddersfield, then the standard is going up every year. The demand for places is going up every year. So I think that's clear evidence that a British degree from a good institution, internationally ranked, is extremely valuable in this globalized world.
And how important do you feel that China is to Britain, perhaps not just educationally but also in general terms?
It is going to be the dominant economy of the 21st century, and Britain cannot afford to be omitted from any club of partners for China. That's one of the great difficulties, is because there are issues on China where British politicians and others may say, well, we don't like this, we don't like that. But you can't ignore China. I mean, it is dynamic. It's got the phenomenal growth rates. And I think you'll also see much more Chinese inward investment in Britain, a little bit like the Japanese did in the 1980s, which can energize the British economy.
Yes, because I've heard that where the idea of made in China was once the thing, now they're looking to move forward, if you like, designed in China, move if you like, as opposed to just simply making the products, manufacturing, into the design and innovation of them and what have you.
Well, if you go to most of the top universities in the world, you have got PhDs in engineering and technology related subjects who are Chinese. And there is a movement of research and development towards Asia anyway. I mean, you can hire 20 MIT engineers who are Chinese, or indeed any other Asian nation, for a tenth of the price if you hire them in America. So the research strengths are there. But also they want to move into Europe and into America to produce there. So I would say that it's a market that you can't ignore. You would be foolish to ignore it. And it's a market that can aid Britain in its development, no question about it.
You've moved back now to Scotland, back to where you grew up. What do you miss about China?
Miss the people. I personally miss my team. Not just the students, I miss the students of course, but I miss my team because I've always worked with people, and now I'm retired. It's not so much that I'm in Scotland or China, it's that I miss working with people, good people. But yeah, Shanghai is one of the most exciting cities in the world. It's a great privilege to have been there for 6 years. And me and my wife loved being in China, so yes, of course you would miss it. But Scotland does have its compensations.
And will you go back?
Oh yes, one of my 4 sons is married to a Chinese girl. She has a PhD from Nottingham. She teaches at the Liverpool Xi'an Jiaotong joint venture, and she's a professor there. And my eldest son is actually on the staff of the new joint venture with New York University. And I have a grandson who's Chinese, so I will be going back quite regularly.
Ian, I hope you've enjoyed your day with us.
It was a very emotional and very wonderful day, and I'm really grateful to Huddersfield, to Bob, the Vice-Chancellor, and all the others for honouring me in this way. I feel very humbled.
The University of Huddersfield, inspiring tomorrow's professionals.